It's brew day. Spilt a load of grain there. I don't know where it's come from. Okay, I'm a bit pushed for time today. So, yes, we're taking video of me trying to weigh out some grains. It's a kind of impromptu brew day. I collected water yesterday and trying to get this cable tie. There it goes. So I collected water yesterday because I knew I kind of on the off chance I would get the brew today. Brew because it's tipping down outside and there's nothing else to do. But I'm also on the clock here. So I kind of woke up this morning and I thought, yeah, come on, let's do this. And then realised I didn't have a recipe or any idea what I wanted to brew. So we are going with the Hazy Pale. Mainly because I've got yeast and I've got hops that kind of are appropriate. So, but I'm going for something 4 to 4.5%, something like that, in around that. So nothing too heavy. Not a big New England IPA. So this is Bohemian Pilsner. This is going to be the base malt. So I need 3 kilos of this. Flaked Torrified Oats. Wow. Why did I buy so many? Don't understand. Can't even remember when I bought them. So this is exactly 990 grams going into this. I'm also going to be mashing in the 69. I decided to put it up. Let's see if we can get more body on this because it's only like, let's say, between 4 and 4.5%. You can always spot the wheat a mile away. It just doesn't look like anything else. In fact, it looks a little bit like rye, but it's a bit lighter. That's what it looks like. But yeah, it's way lighter than that. I'm one of these persons that has ended up with thousands of cable ties, and I'm trying to use them up. And the only way I know to use them up is on this bag. I don't really have any other use of them. Okay, we need 330 grams of wheat Blanc. We're going to brew in a bag because A, I'm on the clock, which I mentioned about 6 times now already. I'm trying to get cleared up because the last day of the football season's on later on and I want to watch it. Because I've watched everything so far, and even though that shower of shit team that I support is never going to do anything ever, as I'm living and breathing, I have to kind of watch the last day. Okay, let's just get it in, will we? There's not going to be any acid in this as well too. We've hit 5.36 pH. So with this, I'm not going to take a reading on it, but that's what Brewfather is telling me. It's going to be 5.36. You know what? That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Let's get it in there. The other reason for doing brew in a bag is if you can hear the rain outside, it's tipping down. I'm not about to stand out there. I have to wash everything outside. I'm not about to do that. Okay, so I'm going to weigh out the salts. Don't let me forget this, okay? To put these in. So the whole point of doing this then, again, I've said this before a couple of times, is verdant red. On the verdant competition that they always put the salts in during the boil and you get a better mouthfeel apparently. I don't know how true that is, if it's just bullshit. It might just be. I've done it a couple of times, but there's always been problems with the beer, so I haven't really noticed any difference. Okay, 2.6. Let's just put the Epsom salt on top of the other stuff. West Lab Epsom salt. Got this in Boots. The day I bought this, I did a brew with it, and then I was still storing my stuff up the stairs. And it's a massive packet, like what's that, a kilo? It's gonna last like literally forever. So I thought, the first day I used it, I left it sitting on the stairs because I was going to bring it up the next time I went up, along with the other stuff. My son managed to go into the packet, open it, and then spill it all the way down the stairs. Now, he didn't spill the whole packet, but I must have lost about half a packet at least. We're going to use Simcoe, Idaho 7 and Galaxy because they're the three hops I've got the most of. We're skipping straight the flame out edition, so that's why I'm doing a 30 minute boil, that'll save time. And then we've got 2 dry hops. Got a dry hop on day 1, and then we got a normal dry hop. So we have got Simcoe, Idaho 7 and Galaxy for the 20 minutes. Not going crazy in the Galaxy after what happened the last time. Shouldn't really be putting any in the boil at all because it just ruins everything. Destroys everything it touches. But hey, we're doing it. If it ruins this beer, then I'm never using Galaxy in the boil again. And you can mark this day that I said that. We'll never use Galaxy in the boil again, dry hop only. I've already said that before. I'm using it again. I don't know what to say. I have nothing to say. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Jeez, that bag's heavy. That is a one big bag, one big heavy bag. What I need is my little fuck's sake. There we go. It's a bit easier. Let it drain off a little bit. I'll get it into the storage pot. Right, here we go. Give it the rock and roll treatment. We'll give that about 20 minutes or so. We'll get this one up to the boil. And let's get this over and done with. Okay, that's our 30-minute boil over. Got the whirlpool arm and got a bit of whirlpool action going here. So that's our 0 hops, our 0 minute hop edition. 0 minute hop edition, that was supposed to be. It's not with it today at all. Okay, very clever. Okay, that's it. There's it over there. 10:43, I think it is. So it should be nice in and around the spot we need to get to. This is the yeast haze, just because I have this in the fridge. I've never used it before to see what it's like. US Pale Ale, suitable to brew ales with low esters, leaving a slight haze. So I don't know. I don't know if that means it's just the word haze. I'm trying to bring people in to buy it and to see that, but I mean it doesn't sound like it's London Ale 3, let's be honest. But let's give it a go. Don't knock it until you try it, right? Got everything out of that boiled pot as well too, so we're up to 22 litres now. But it's a murky mess in there, so let us not worry about that. We need more in because we're doing 2 dry hops. That's why. So it's going in fridge 2. I've had to take all the beer and stuff out of it, which broke my heart. It's now in the keezer, so this is what I need to do if I'm brewing 2 at a time, so be it. Right, okay, goodbye. See you at a dry hop or a tasting or something. Bye. That looks pretty good. Pretty damn good to me. I don't know what it's looking like to you. So it's kind of brewed like a New England IPA, but it's not really a New England IPA. Even a session New England IPA, if such a thing exists, I don't know. It's obviously not that hazy. There's a little bit in there, but it's not kind of murky or anything like that. It's nice and kind of bright. Big white head on it, which was filled up to the top a minute ago. Quite a bit of carbonation. It's finished out at 4.2%, and I decided I would put the carbonation up rather than New England IPA. It should be like a low carbonation. This is only 4%, so I was thinking it's probably best. It would probably taste better with the carbonation turned up a little bit, because it's going to be a light body. 4.2%, you're not going to have a big body on it. Or will we? We don't know until I try it. So yeah, really light in colour. That's obviously the kind of... It looks exactly like that straw colour that you would get from Pilsner malt. It looks good. What does it smell like? I can already smell it. There is quite the hum off this. It's got loads of tropical notes to it, so we added the Galaxy in, dry hop, I think dry hop 2, as well as a bit more Simcoe and the Idaho 7, and it's coming through, but it's not taking over the beer, which Galaxy, from in my experience, Galaxy tends to do with my beers. Just takes over. It's not taking over this. It is definitely in there. There's a real kind of, there's the note of kind of passion fruit, but there's also kind of, it's like tropical fruit, papaya or something like that. That's kind of what it's like. But there's also bits of kind of, I don't know, apricot almost coming off it as well. Tiny touch of grapefruit. Just, there's quite a lot going on it. But it is really nice. There is also a little kind of resiny dank note to it as well, which is not unusual, I suppose, when you're using Galaxy. But I guess you could get that off the Simcoe, and you could get that off the Idaho 7 as well. So all in all, those 3 hops are really working well together. I have to say that's quite impressive. Okay, I'm going in. Cheers. There's a really light body on that. Not really too much bitterness. The taste is lots of fruit, but there's also a kind of, there's more of the kind of that resiny taste on the taste. Don't know. Maybe it's like a little bit of pine or something. So yeah, up front, there's maybe even like, it's almost like some kind of apricot tangerine like type taste up front, and then that kind of the pines and the resiny type of flavour comes through, and that's what you're left with after it goes down. And it's just light and dry, and it just wants to be drunk again and again and again. And so I'm quite happy with how that's turned out for 4.2%. Used to be a time when I didn't think I could make a 4% beer properly. Tell you what, that is exactly what I want. Now the weather's really warm. I mean, really warm for me and my ilk. This is kind of what I want. So I want a beer, but I don't want anything that's going to blow my head off. Anything like 6% in heat, and you know what, I'll be sleeping before the end of the pint. But that though, there really is that kind of that dank kind of taste on the back end, which might be, I don't know if it's coming from the Galaxy. It might be. I'm kind of obsessed with Galaxy and that kind of the flavour of it. I think it is. It's definitely a bit more restrained than this, but there is that kind of familiar taste on the back. But you know what? That's a very minor complaint. I'm really, really happy with how that's turned out. The haze yeast was fine as well too. I mean, it's nothing. I don't know that I'm getting that much. It tastes kind of clean, the beer. So I'm not really sure how much I am really getting out of it. I've got some of the Sanders yeast, the Conan yeast. So we might try and do another version of this, use that, and see what kind of difference that makes. Because I would imagine that would make the world of difference. But again, I want something nice and light, nothing over 5%. That's everything I expected it to be. So, yeah, so that's it. So happy Homebrew Wednesday. I will see you next week. I can only apologise for not putting out too many videos of late. I'll not go into details as to why, but just got a bit lazy and just got a bit of a, don't know, I haven't been making videos, I haven't been watching videos, but we're going to try and get back into it now. So there it goes, down the hatch. Thank you very much. See you later. Okay, we're going to brew in a bag. Fuck's sake. Should look another one away. Ah! Action. I suppose it depends what you're comfortable with. I'm very comfortable with anything a brew day throws at me. Unless it's the mash is too thick. It's too thick! It's too thick! That still makes me laugh.